Hey everybody, today in Provost Park Pass, we're going to talk about the differences of It's a Small World at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Plus, for you old school people, I'm going to put in some rap lyrics from the late 80s to see if you can find them. When you attend one park your whole life, like Disney your whole life, then you go to Walt Disney World, you think, I'm just going to skip those rides because they've got to be the same, right? It's a Small World, Jungle Cruise, all of them are just going to be the same, so why ride those rides because they're already ridden before? Whoa! Hold on! That's not true at all. I learned that the hard way at Walt Disney World when I went this last time on the Provost Park Pass World Tour. I realized things are very vastly different there. The rides are totally different. So don't skip any rides just because you think you've done it before. It's particularly like all of them. I mean, they're all different. And so today let's talk about the differences of It's a Small World.
When Walt Disney first conceived of the ride, it was called Children of the World. The ride was originally an attraction at the 1964 New York World's Fair before finding a permanent home at Disneyland. Its name at the fair was a mouthful. Pepsi Cola presents Walt Disney's It's a Small World, a salute to UNICEF and all the world's children. Or Pippity Watu Su Soatu Tuatu Wasa for short. While at the New York's World's Fair, the attraction was incredibly successful. Over 10 million tickets were sold at 60 and 95 cents a pop during the 2.5 years. All of the proceeds were donated to UNICEF. When the ride opened on Disneyland on May 28, 1966, Walt invited 16 children from around the world to come help dedicate it. They each brought a container of water from rivers and seas of their native lands. Walt then poured the water that was brought by the children from the 7 seas and 9 major lagoons into the ride flume, right into flume, representing a major union and harmony from countries around the world.
It became an instant classic. People loved it. The song is awesome.
It's a joyful little ditty that repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats as you sail your boat through the countries of the world. The original idea for It's a Small World was to have the dolls singing the national anthems of their various countries, but the result was less than stellar. Imagine playing a jazz, reggae, country, rap, hypnotic dance, rave, and heavy death metal song all at the same time. It sounds just like noise. Walt then went to the Sherman Brothers and asked them to compose a simple song that could be translated into many languages and sung consistently throughout the attraction. No big deal, boys. Can you just do this and whip this up right now? And they did. The song plays well over 1,200 times during a typical operating day at Disneyland. The lyrics that play through It's a Small World in Disneyland suggest that we all live on one planet under just one moon and one golden sun. To enhance this idea, a moon and a sun has been placed in each area of the world that you voyage through on the ride.
It's a Small World ride lasts 15 minutes at Disneyland. It's a Small World opened in Walt Disney World October 1st, 1971. Now this ride here in Florida, it lasts 14 minutes. It's 1 minute shorter than the ride at Disneyland.
What would you do with an extra minute? Why make it 1 minute shorter? What were they thinking?
The most obvious difference between the two rides is the exterior. Disneyland is outside. You guys, everybody knows it. It's that white buildings. You got the Leaning Tower of Pisa, all these different, the 7 Wonders of the World, all of it around this big, huge white buildings and whatever it is facade. It's amazing, designed by Mary Blair.
Walt loved her playful style and the fun details that she brought to each aspect of the ride. She was responsible for the attraction's whimsical design and color styling, picked up from her time as an art director on several Disney animated features. Look out for a little blonde doll wearing glasses flying in a balloon right next to the Eiffel Tower in the Paris scene. That's a tribute to Mary Blair. The facade was designed by Disney Imagineer Raleigh Crump, who was inspired by Mary Blair's styling. Walt Disney asked Raleigh to design a large 30-foot clock, a central feature to the exterior of the facade.
And the queue is completely 100% outside. Now, at Walt Disney World, though, it's kind of weird. I wasn't expecting this. The entrance to It's a Small World is on the far right side of the building, and you don't see the iconic white part of those buildings things until you get inside the building. That was like, my mind was like, what is going on? Because I was expecting to see like, It's a Small World, all there, but at Walt Disney World, you have to go inside the building before you see it and feel like you're part of the ride. Okay, we've been talking a little bit about Florida, so I'm going back to Cali. So I'm going back to Cali. No, I don't think so. I have another fact about the Florida It's a Small World. One of the things I really enjoy about the Walt Disney World's version of It's a Small World is they have the Pinocchio's like restaurant right there, and there's these windows that go right along there, and you can communicate and play with the people while they're waiting in line for It's a Small World. They have signs for you to hold up. You can do all kinds of fun things, and it is awesome. M-I-C-K-E-Y. We're gonna see if we can get them to say it. Ready? They didn't even look. They literally just looked at me like I was doing something wrong. Clap your hands or touch your nose. Let's see if we get them to clap their hands. Ready? Yeah! Oh. Make a silly face. It happens every day. I mean, my face is literally is silly all the time. Ready? Ready.
Make a list.
Ah! Oh, there it is! I'm gonna try to get people to flex with no card. Are you ready? Yeah. Let's see what you got. Nothing.
Denied.
Oh, there we go. Yeah! Ready? Ready? Oh, no. Yeah. We got him. Little sheep. Allan, I'm like a puppet master in Pinocchio's restaurant. Keep me posted, even if I don't. That's you. He's looking at me. Hello. I know you can see me. Come back on. Yes. Okay, ready? We got it. Got it. Okay, ready? Let's go to the spot. Let's go along. Yes. Bam. Oh. And bam. I'm gonna try to get maybe somebody in the crowd to do YMCA with me. Should we try that? Oh, you. Right there. Ready? CJ. YMCA. Oh, this is good right there. YMCA. Oh. Bam. I loved it. That's one of my highlights of my trip when we went to Walt Disney World, was having fun with people waiting in line for It's a Small World at Walt Disney World. Here's some other differences between the rides. In Disneyland, the boats are like in a canal. They're in this canal, and the boats just kind of float along. It's like a track almost. The boats are just kind of floating along.
The canal that guests ride down is known as the Seven Seaways, filled with about 500,000 gallons of completely undrinkable water. Seriously, don't try to drink it.
Whereas in Walt Disney World, the water is open. So the boats are in a canal, but the water overflows over that and goes all the way out. So the water spreads. It is a massive difference between the two rides at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. The Small World clock outside Disneyland.
Every 15 minutes, a parade of wooden dolls in native culture costumes dance out from the doors at the base of the It's a Small World clock to an instrumental toy soldier version of It's a Small World, obviously.
It's very impressive. It's one of Miles' very favorite things. Anytime he hears that bonging, he goes like, the parade! And we always sit there and watch it. When we were at Walt Disney World with Miles, it started bonging like that and let us know that it was time. And the doors just open up, and it's like, da-da-da, and it shows the time, and you hear the trumpets, but they don't have a parade route. They don't have like a little parade like they do in Disneyland. The Disneyland version has 32 hidden Disney characters placed throughout the ride.
Each appears in a land where the respective movie was set. Despite what you may think, this upset quite a few fans. But over time, spotting the characters throughout the ride has become part of the magic of the attraction.
If you want to find those hidden Disney characters, go ahead and click this link right up here. The Florida version, they don't have the Disney characters in the ride. Disney really uses the facade of It's a Small World at their park. They put projections on it, they do light shows on it, there's parts of the parade route go there, they put things on it, where on Florida side, they don't do that because it's inside. One of my most beloved things to do is go to Disneyland during the holiday times and ride It's a Small World Holiday Edition, and it is so fun. Walt Disney World, they don't do that. They don't ever do the updated version, the holiday version at Walt Disney World. They only do that there at Disneyland. Now, something else that I found very interesting, the differences, is the finale, the big room, the grand celebration. Disneyland, it seems more like Thumbnail Dave. He thought it was like a wedding and like the pole dance wedding. My mom always told me that's what heaven was going to be like, and people are all hand in hand and singing heaven. I don't know what your interpretation is of the finale of the grand room at It's a Small World is. But at Walt Disney World, one of the things that they show there is that they have like a roller coaster. They're showing that when everybody's united, they want to go to like a theme park, such as, I don't know, Disneyland. It's like a carousel, there's a ride for people to hang out on, and when everybody's all happy, there they are. We're going to be doing more ride comparison videos. Thank you so much for watching, supporting our channel. Hit that like button. That goes a long way. So go there. Hit that like button. Hit that like. Did you do it? All right. And go ahead and hit that notification button. That way, every time I do a new video, boom, you'll get notified. Hit that notification button. That's the single most important thing you do if you're subscribed. Hit that notification button. Do it. Hit it. Have you done it yet? Do it. Why aren't you doing it? Just hit the button. The notification. Thank you. It goes a long way supporting our channel.